Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. This week, while we're letting some of our characters sort of work off some negative quirks, I'd like to try a little bit of a different crew. We'll bring them back in probably next week and maybe take a run at one of the veteran missions, get them leveled up to level 4, and then we'll worry about the beguiling siren. But for now, actually thinking this kind of simple scouting mission with some of our lower level guys. And a team that I'd like to try, especially because I've gotten very little use out of the Arbalists so far, and I would like to change that maybe with this actually. So what I'm thinking here, I'd like to get some level 2 guys, and then we're actually going to mix in a level 1 and a level 0. And the idea here, these are all the characters that rely on mark target to give them some kind of bonus abilities. You know, whether it be extra damage or just the ability, actually he doesn't have vulnerability hex. I should get him vulnerability hex. If I'm going to be doing this, I might as well do it right. So let's go ahead and pick that up. And we'll grab a level of a couple of things there. Some of these lower level guys haven't really gotten that much money spent on them yet. I'm not super wanting to get invested in them just yet, so I'm not too worried about that. But we might want to spend a little bit of our gold on them later. Thinking this combination should be fine. And a short apprentice mission isn't exactly going to overwhelm them by any means, so I think we'll be okay here. Go ahead and pop into our provisioning screen. We do have a lovely dog treat. And I'm just thinking like a full stack of food, like 2 shovels and like 8 torches. What are the warrens? Maybe like 1, 2 warrens, 1, 1. Something like that. Like a very light load just to, one, kind of find out how this group interacts with each other. One thing I've been considering, maybe as release nears, maybe if a season 2 becomes a thing that we do on the horizon for this Let's Play, but I kind of like the idea of maybe forming some more teams. I've really enjoyed having the idea of a very cohesive, like, wine, women, and song team that goes out. Like, they always go out together. They can have cool stories and interactions.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
So I really like that idea, and I'd like to kind of try out this composition to see if this is a group that can get along with one another, as it were. We're actually going to go ahead and just skip over the books. More often than not, I feel like it's more trouble than it's worth. Now, these guys might be more suited to a fight against a boss, truth be told, or any of the mini bosses that we might encounter. I feel like some of these just random mobs are not going to be where they succeed the most, but like, yeah, like neither of these guys have any protection. That can only do 4 to 7. Let's consider marking her for death. And then we could debuff. We could also hit. What do I want to do here? Maybe go with the debuff. Does a little bit of damage and lowers his in return.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
He got off a little bit faster than I was expecting there. Although, that does mean it's simple enough to just heal that away. Especially if we keep stacking up. Yeah, like a weakening curse, for example.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
We do not need the portraits, but we'll do one of those. Then relight our torch and get a move on. Against like a concentrated enemy, you know, the ability to remove protection, increase everybody's damage, the synergy starts to sort of pile up there. And I like that idea. 14, 7 to 13. Let's go with that. Should be able to kill.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Vomit's not my favorite thing in the world.
Mortality
Critical
clarified in a
stress
single
attacks
strike.
are not my favorite thing in the world either. And then, these guys are beasts, so we should go ahead, make the most of our Hound Master when we're fighting beasts, I suppose. Oh, did I not? I'm a silly man. I didn't put on his marking target. Okay, I need to remember to do that. In the meantime, we'll debuff here. Probably replace Hands from the Abyss. That would maybe make a little bit of sense, or maybe the full. Decisions. Back here, we can do 7 to 15, or we could suppress. This might get the kill on its own. Let's go ahead and try for it. Ooh, lovely.
Give them no quarter.
Alright. I suppose it is only fitting that all of those critical strikes that we get from Bone Arbalist can be repaid by our own Arbalist. Ugh, stress is starting to worry me a little bit here, though. HP, not a big deal. Might as well get him back up to full while we can, though.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Piggy. And then we'll get rid of that bleed and sock it to him. Awesome. We even got our bandage back.
Mount,
Go us.
so too
now, I was real silly and I did not put that on, so we'll go ahead and get his mark target skill equipped. Why didn't anybody say anything before we left? There we go. A big guy. Now. I can't use this flashbang from here. Is there... Can he work from the front? No, Hound's Rush won't do it. No. There's nobody to be the front line guy and still use his flashbang. Alright. Well, this is actually kind of why I wanted to do this, and to see maybe where weaknesses lie, or anything we could do to tinker with these arrangements. I do like the idea of getting him up here. It's going to be a lot less dangerous from this position. And then... and then... Let's go ahead and wombo combo with the mark and sniper shot. Oh my god, 11 to 24 and you hit for 11? Ugh. Well, at least the rush shot for him. And then what can this guy do from the back? Harmless poke? Yeah. I think we're going to be okay there. That actually worked out fairly well. So why don't we do one of these? Then... Oh, he's not marked. Alright, we'll mark him. Awesome. And suppressing fire. We get the debuff and the kill. And that was kind of the goal there, in case that was not immediately clear. And then, we just sit back,
Impressive.
relax, debuff this guy into irrelevancy. Although, bleed is not my favorite in the world. But otherwise, you know, he's got huge debuffs right now. See, like, I feel like this would be maybe a really excellent crew to fight a boss. Maybe not every boss, but some of them at least. I do kind of question, though, this whole arrangement. Could I move him up front? What can he do as a frontline guy? He can blackjack, but he can't use Hound's Rush anymore. He can blackjack, target whistle, guard, and that would be it. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't really work either. I guess Lovett is our only frontline option for this. Unless I'm really missing something. None of the other character classes have any interactions with marked targets, right? Like, none immediately come to mind anyway. I'm gonna have to do some backtracking. We'll come up to here, cross, come back, and then down and over. That should work out fine. I think these are basically the 4 that we could use. And out of the 4 of them, I mean, Levitt's the only one who really works up front. You know, as long as we've got him here, let's get... Oh, this can stun. Okay, we don't have to use flashbang. We can use uppercut. So I can uppercut and then finish him. Maybe that's the configuration we need on these guys. Obviously, we're doing...
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Well, obviously, we're blazing stars. But beyond that, obviously, we're doing quite a bit of our tinkering and tweaking of everything on the fly here. But there are times, you know, there's an appropriate time, in my opinion anyway. There's an appropriate time for tinkering with numbers and sitting back and playing mind games to put it all together. But I sometimes really do just like playing and letting it see how it all comes out. You know, like here. Let's think about this. So what if instead I'm going to lead with an uppercut? Does get the stun. Okay. And then get the beast bonus. Man, his damage is so light. Really? There's no way this is getting applied right. I'm looking at all this. Okay, we're gonna take a second here. Damage is 4 to 7. And that should be his base damage, right? And then 25. And then 15. So another 40% on top of that. That doesn't seem like nearly enough. 4 to 7 to, I guess 2 more. I guess that is, it's like 50%. Oh man. His base damage, I guess, is just so low. The compounding percentages don't really make it all that worthwhile for him yet. I miss my bleed. Should just roll Hound's Harry and maybe call it a day. Can't switch it out in combat. But I might go back to that. The idea there, of course, being some more diversification. That he is simply different from our other Houndmaster. But we might do a little bit of tweaking and see if there's anything else we could do with that. Now, I do like
Powerful blow.
effectively a party-wide debuff on these guys. If any one of them maybe misses, I'll call it success. Yeah, so far so good. What about you? Just a swing and a miss, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe that debuff was not as powerful as I had hoped. Ugh. Sometimes I really hate surprise. When your enemy is faster than you and all it does is move all their actions to be one right after the other, it's not exactly fantastic. No, it's not. He does have a self-heal, though. I'm thinking about his position up front. He can't heal when he's in the front slot, though. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Alright. And even if I was able to stun him, I couldn't hit him myself. It didn't work out that way. Alright. You can still mark from here. You can still weaken from here, actually. Let's go ahead and get our marking on. And then 9 to 20. Ugh. Like the second time where it's like this really large range and I do the second lowest amount of damage that I could possibly do. It does feel like my luck right about now. It's okay though. We can weaken just on the chance that he acts before we do. Luckily that's not going to be a problem though. And almost nothing you can do from up here. It's okay. You can mark, and then our arbalist should be able to sort you right out. Okay. Grab all that stuff. Get rid of the bus.
Push on to the task's end.
Alright, something like that anyway. We'll go ahead and soak up the single point of bleed damage. And then... you have some fairly terrible stuff. Fear of Mankind isn't great either. Let's go ahead and have Lovett deal with this. Pile O scrolls. Alright, our torchlight is going to become a little bit of a concern momentarily. We'll use one more torch. Ugh. Prior to us reaching our backtracking point. And then... nothing. Okay. Well, that makes it easy enough. No need to worry. Would have been great if the scrolls were just, like, infinitely there now. For a moment, that was just like, hey, there's scrolls. Wait, weren't there just scrolls? Yeah, there were just scrolls. Oh, come on!
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Well, stress is becoming a little bit of a problem. Granted. Alright. Yeah. Kind of seeing this working. I haven't exactly been blowing the doors off of it, but I get it. Okay, one more room battle. We'll go ahead and march down on this one. Hallway fight. Easy enough. We did get a surprise. Alright, what do I want to do right off the bat with these guys? I could... I could remove his dodge and mark him. Then she will get that kill easily. Then what can you do? 6 to 10? That won't work. Nobody has any protection. Do I mark... which of these two guys needs to go first? Let's go ahead and do the stress dealer. I'm gonna have a easier time. Oh, of course. The only thing that I can hit him with is finish him. Oh, that was so dumb of me. Well then, 9 to 17. Alright, that's fair. He'll be marked for next time. Oh, thank you for dodging the drum. My concern was assuaged that he would, oh man. That he was going to be freaking out for us pretty quick here. What do I want to do with... I could mark, I could remove his damage. Let's go ahead and mark him again. Get the 1 damage. Not really that helpful. Oh, but not really that important. That was a bloody good shot.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Yep, yep. Pride comes before the fall. Check. Double check. A few crests. I can live with that. Oh, are we out of torches? We are out of torches. Not to fear. We're also going to be rended. Alright. Never fear. We are here. Oh, that's problematic. Oh, wow. Just again, took no damage. Thank you. That was fantastic. And if I could prevent this guy from attacking at all, that seems pretty worthwhile. Yeah. Vomited on, but at least... oh. That's not good. Lethargy. Speed. Things could be worse. Things could always be worse. Go ahead and use our dog treat here, and then suddenly we become incapable of killing things in a single blow. We did get the bleed on him, though. Awesome. Why don't we mark this guy? Then I figure our bounty hunter should be able to worry about him, while our arbalist worries about him. And our Houndmaster can just kind of pick up the slack anywhere we might need it.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Or he can lead the charge. Seriously. Alright, well, is it worth it? I think it is.
Well struck.
Oh, wow. Fortunately, the Highwayman... Or, sorry, not the Highwayman. The Houndmaster couldn't quite get it done on his own. But, love it. Easily able to pick up some slack there.
These nightmarish creatures can
Awesome.
be felled.
We'll
They
continue
can
for
be
just a
beaten.
moment. Trash those. Open this. And we brought no keys. Well, let's heirloom chest. Oh, that had no effect. Oh, did I... Is it only key? Only key is secret compartment? Key or anti-venom? There we go. Neutralize poison trap. Not really all that spectacular anyway. And then we got one last curio to interact with. A little bit of food to eat. Okay, I can deal with that. I think not going to matter too much, but purified, thorough search, 75 gold. Awesome. Go ahead and quest complete here. As heading into the next room, it had already been scouted.
Seem a little less impossible.
Yeah. I'd say provisioning went pretty well there. Obviously, it was a little bit on the lighter side. And our rewards kind of show, right? Like 8,000 gold, definitely more than we spent to come in here. What did we learn about this party composition? Does it work? I'm not sure. I'd love to hear any feedback on anybody that's maybe tried doing something like this, like making a marked target themed party. If there's
My
a...
obsession caused this great foulness, and it is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
If there's anything about it that maybe I missed, or, you know, oh yeah, just use this one character, it brings it all together, that sort of thing, I would certainly love to hear it. We took off some negative quirks, we removed some negative stress, and everybody is looking in tip-top shape. Next time we'll probably head out to level up our wine, women, and song crew and see what there is to see for them. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more videos on the channel every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.